do, how do you impact the world?
Other than taking long walks in the park,
Right.
that's really about it.
That's all you do?
Yeah,
Interesting.
no. Honestly, not to. I mean, from a sales standpoint, I've been in sales probably since the day I was in diapers. I mean, my
Okay.
father.
You were selling your dad to
I
change
was,
your diapers.
I was selling people
That's how
on
you do
why
it.
they should want to work with me. I've been selling since I was in high school. I started off actually my first ever real kind of job was I worked at Kroger as a bagger, but I actually started working at Famous Footwear, and I was selling shoes like Al Bundy. I was selling shoes at like Al Bundy at high school,
Huh.
and that's where I kind of started to feel like that urge to want to go out and start selling. When the sale and being the top producer in that store was like a huge thing for me. But for me, what I did when I was in college, my ultimate goal was I wanted to kind of follow a process where I could get to a point where I was running a company, running my own company,
Yeah.
running somebody else's company. So for me, I wanted to go into a retail environment, learn what it's like to just pound the ground and try to figure out and get sales in a retail environment where I'm fighting against people who are running the door and dealing with consumers. I wanted to get sales experience from a business to business standpoint, but over the phone. I
Yeah.
wanted to be in over the phone, sales environment, and then I wanted to do business to business outside sales. So I had a chance to do that, and then I had a chance then to come and do where at this point in my career where I'm actually running. I'm vice president of operations for 4 different companies right now under
Wow.
one umbrella group. And I've been able to take the sales experience that I've gained over the last 20 years and use that not only to help grow my sales team and grow the company, but also look into the marketing aspect. I mean, I don't think people understand this that much, but marketing is a very big, huge proponent of sales. If you are not marketing, it's really difficult for you in today's world to be able to actually have a product that you can sell
Well,
and be effective.
what people don't realize though, John, is that marketing is actually senior to sales, right? So,
100%.
as my man GC says, Grant Cardone, if you don't know who that is, if people don't know you, they won't flow you, man. So you could
No.
have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows it, it doesn't matter.
I used to have this conversation with companies. I still have this conversation with companies every day. Is that you could be a retail front someplace on some street in some city right now, and chances are that there are thousands of people who are within 2 or 3 miles of you who have no idea you even exist.
Oh
And that's
yeah,
because they don't. That's because you have not marketed to your neck of the woods.
yeah,
We are afraid. I can't tell you how many companies I talk to that still do not have websites.
yeah. So how did you end up to run 4 companies though? I mean, like, so like you went from, selling shoes to working at
I
cars.
know,
Now
right?
how are you running 4 companies?
Well,
That's
obviously, a
crazy.
lot of times in life, I was on a sales call. I was on at the time I was working for ADP, which, if you don't know, is the largest payroll company in the world. And as a matter of fact, if you didn't know this either, ADP, the jobs report that comes out every month,
Yeah,
that's ADP.
yeah.
they get that.
Wow,
They
didn't
get
know
that
that.
from ADP. So I was working at ADP at the time. I went in and I was hitting the road. I was contacting new customers and existing customers. I came across a nice guy, great guy, Tim Mack, was my owner of our company, and I was trying to sell him payroll. And in the process of selling him payroll, he's like, "I want you to come work for me." so, so
That's funny.
it just
Sounds
so
like Tim.
happened that it kind of worked out, and I started off more as a director of sales for the company,
Yeah.
and then just over time, just based on the value that I created for myself and the things that I brought to the table, we were actually at the time when I started, we only had one company,
Yeah.
and since then we've grown the business to 4 separate companies,
Wow.
and now that's all under one, and I manage all 4.
It's crazy.